Hey, welcome everybody to week 2 of SparkyzCast, and here we're going to see Sparkyz try to get a little bit of revenge on CJ Entus. CJ, of course, knocked out Sparkyz in week 1 of the tournament last Proleague season, 08-09 season, and really these teams I feel are pretty well matched, you know, like they always seem to have around the same record at the end of the Proleague season. And usually their matchups are very exciting to watch. Let's see, right now we're going to start off with go.go for Sparkyz playing against sKyHigh for CJ Entus. Unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing Lita in this game. Lita, I think, is being held off the schedule for today so that he can focus on an MST group round tomorrow. This game was played on Wednesday, October 14th. So instead we're getting go.go, who is a pretty decent replacement. I mean, you know, he's definitely not at Lita's caliber of play, but, you know, around a 50% win rate overall, and actually pretty good 55% versus Terran. Unfortunately, his opponent is sKyHigh, who has had what I might call a Lita-esque rise on the CJ team, just all of a sudden breaking out onto the scene. You know, he gets that all-kill against Oz to win the championship of the Proleague winners, or the, what do they call that, the Shinhan Bank Winners League, that sort of clan war format Proleague scene. And, you know, ever since then, he's just been playing ridiculously, and it looks like he is sending out some sort of early SCV now, maybe making a proxy, yeah, he looks like he is dropping down a proxy barracks, so this is kind of what I expect from this game, is actually that, you know, probably what's going to happen is sKyHigh is such a creative player that he's, you know, a lot like Lita, and he's going to end up, you know, putting on a lot of early pressure, trying something kind of funky, and hopefully we'll see go.go sort of weather the storm that sKyHigh is going to put out, and you know, be able to, you know, hold him off and get, you know, draw this game out and sort of just outplay him later in the game. It looks like he's sending a scout out, and he did check for a little bit of cheese just south of his base, but I don't think he's going to catch this barracks because it's actually not that close to his base. I'm not really sure exactly what the distance is on that. This is, by the way, this map is, let me see, match point, right? I forgot where I just had this written down. Yes, I believe this is, yeah, match point, sorry. Sorry about that. And now the scout finally getting in for go.go, so he's going to see that this barracks is somewhere, but so far he's not going to be able to tell where it's at, I don't think. Like I was saying, though, sKyHigh has just been an absolute beast out in the Proleague scene. He's overall about 59% win rate, which is kind of crazy, and what's even crazier is he's like 69% in Terran versus Terran. That is out there numbers. That's Lita style numbers, or J-Dog style numbers, so pretty solid for sKyHigh. But another thing about CJ is they've got a deep team. They've got a lot of players that can get wins. You know, that's one of the strengths I feel of Sparkyz as well, but you know, that's kind of how they're more evenly matched up. But I think maybe CJ might have a slightly better lineup one-on-one against Sparkyz. It's hard to say, but it's going to be there's going to be a lot of close matches whenever they play, and it's up to, you know, really anybody to step up and get the win. This week we are going to be seeing a couple of other players that you know, weren't in last week's unfortunate loss against Hwasong Oz. We've got Yark scheduled for Game 2, so he will definitely be playing. We've also got Hirangi playing. He's scheduled for Match 4, who, you know, like Lita is this week, Hirangi was out last week because of MST group play. So far it looks like, you know, once this early barracks was put down, I mean not early, but once this proxy barracks was put down, not too much special going on. it looks like sKyHigh is putting down a third factory. I'm not sure how many factory go.go has quite yet, but it looks like pretty standard opening builds for both players. Both players putting down a couple factories, trying to get their expansion, and it looks like this is going to be a territory control game, at least towards the mid-game. But yeah, I mean, when we were talking about teams like Sparkyz versus CJ, you know, it's really up to anybody. We need players like go.go to step up and really help out this game, help out the team. You know, Sparkyz starting off really slowly, getting completely swept in the first matchup. You know, they need to build a little bit of momentum, and you know, just some help from anybody out in the game, anybody on the team is really gonna go a long way for the team as a whole. Unfortunately, this is a pretty scary matchup, honestly, go.go versus sKyHigh. I really like sKyHigh's play, but hopefully we're going to see go.go doing something pretty interesting. A lot of vultures coming out now for sKyHigh, so he's going to be looking in to press onto go.go's base and do some early economic damage, but at the meantime, go.go is putting down a starport, so it looks like he might be switching into tech, maybe going for dropships, maybe getting a couple of wraiths, I'm not sure quite yet. But a lot of factories going down now for sKyHigh, so he's going to really commit to this vulture pressure. He's going to be teching up and getting some tanks to go along with those. And I think he's going to have a little bit of an early advantage against these potential wraiths, just because he's going to have so many vultures streaming out. He's already got a ton. I think he's right now waiting for maybe spider mines to finish upgrading before he pushes in. He's already got vulture speed, and this is going to be a powerful force that go.go has to deal with. Oh yeah, and it looks like right now he is building a wraith. He has no control tower, so at the beginning at least a single wraith is going to be produced, and he's going to really need that to hopefully do some damage if he's going to you know, stop all of this harassment that is inevitably going to happen because of these vultures. He does see those vultures with his floated barracks, but it's going to be up to him to really react and make something of it. I don't know if he's seen exactly how many factories that sKyHigh is pumping out, but just from the number of vultures that are on the field, he's got to have an idea that something bad is about to happen. The first wraith now is out for go.go, and so far I don't think sKyHigh has scouted it, so he doesn't know about this. And it looks like he's going to just try to build up a couple of wraiths and do some damage, maybe eventually get a control tower and put some cloak on them. But in the meantime, you know, sKyHigh's vultures are fully upgraded now, so they've got speed, they've got spider mines, and they are just going to be doing a great job planting mines everywhere, trying to control this map, and it looks like so far he's got them over there, and he's going to be able to at least slow down this expansion that go.go wants to put up. go.go, on the other hand, is going the siege tank route, and has got a few siege tanks just trying to protect against all these vultures, but there are spider mines literally everywhere. And, you know, sKyHigh, I think this is good play by him just to gain some early map control. Terran versus Terran often comes down to just a lot of map control and, you know, who's going to control the middle of the map. I think this is also a pretty good map to do that on, just because that middle high ground area is really it's really the gateway into everything else on the map. So if you can control that area, you can really limit your opponent. Meanwhile, these wraiths are coming in for go.go, and they're doing some damage. It looks like there's absolutely no anti-air for sKyHigh at the moment, and it looks like go.go is doing a nice play, sniping off the SCV that was building the armory, so delaying Goliaths even further, getting a couple more SCV kills. But, you know, this actually might be a play that he learned by Lita. Lita's a big fan of putting up wraiths and doing some wraith harassment, and right now like I was saying, a big battle going on in the middle for this middle territory, and so far it looks like most of the mines have been cleaned up, and those 3 siege tanks are going to be big for go.go, so it looks like he's in a nice position so far, doing that harassment with the wraiths, starting to gain control of the map a little bit now. Looks like a pretty good start now for go.go, and we'll see how far it goes. He has a control tower now, and it looks like that starport is still blinking, so maybe even more wraiths coming out in the field. Maybe he's going to transition to dropships. sKyHigh, it's up to sKyHigh to react now. He's losing his map control at an alarming rate, but he does have a lot of tanks coming out. We'll see how he handles this, but right now it looks like we're going to need to take a little bit of a break, and we'll see you in part 2.